Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. Today I have a drugstore haul for you and I am pretty happy with all the purchases that I made. I don't really do a lot of drugstore purchases just because I get a little irritated whenever I buy something at the drugstore and then I don't like it because I hate returning things. I hate, especially to drugstores. And the other thing is like in where I live there aren't any discount stores like Target or Walmart. So usually when I buy something from the drugstore, I pay full price. And you know, like if you buy something and you only pay like $2 or $3 for it, you don't get as much buyer's remorse. But when you pay like 8 or 9 or 10 or 12, like some drugstore stuff is getting, I couldn't believe how expensive drugstore makeup is getting. It's ridiculous. You know, you get a little bit more upset, especially when you know like you could have just gone to MAC or something and, you know, for $2 or $3 more, had somebody help you put it on and match you perfectly. Okay, so let me show you what I got. Most of the stuff I have to say actually I'm really happy with. There's like it's probably 2 items that I really am not that pleased with, but everything else I would say is good stuff. And I'm not going to actually do this in any particular order, but the one thing that I have to say is probably my favorite item that I bought and I'm really, really happy with, and I would 100% recommend if you're looking for a great like baked blush and you're on a budget, are these Milani baked blushes. The one I got is number 01 Dolce Pink. Dolce. Dolce. Okay, whatever, not that it matters. And it looks like this. Isn't it pretty? It's, you know, if you're not really familiar with like how baked blushes work, basically what they do is they take liquid makeup and then put it into a pot and then literally bake it, and that's how they get that beautiful marbling that you see here, that effect. And I mean, it is a beautiful product. This one in particular is quite pretty. I bought this at a Duane Reade in Long Island City where I live, and they only had this one and a darker red and a really light peach. And I'm really glad I picked up this one, though I probably would like the red one too. I have to say about these, they're not that pigmented compared to like a MAC mineralized blush, which is a very similar product. This is gentle, and like this product, I'm not going to swatch them just because they get messy. This one I feel is like a little bit, it's much more pigmented, and I mean these aren't the exact same color, but I feel like they're almost the same intensity. And for this, you get more color payoff and less shimmer, and this you get a little less color payoff but a whole lot more shimmer. So if you love shimmer or glitter, this is a great product too for that, because you'll get like tons of extra highlight from all the gold shimmer. But personally, I'm not a huge fan of that, so I try to tap off as much of that as I can and then work it into my cheekbones and stuff. But it is a beautiful blush and I would totally recommend it. It actually has nicer packaging than the MAC, because this one comes with a little mirror also and a brush, and the MAC one just comes in the pan. This I believe is like $9 retail, and the MAC ones are $20. On the other hand though, MAC has a lot more colors, so as far as I know, I mean this Milani might have a whole bunch from like if you go to Target or something, but yeah, if you go to MAC, like they have like 20 of these, and I only was able to find 3 at my local drugstore. Okay, so a lot of things I got were for lips. I love lip products. I'm always looking for like lipsticks and liners and lip stains, especially I love lip stain, and gloss. Actually, not really that much liner, which is what brings me to my next items that I got. I got 2 Wet n Wild lip liners and 1 Jordana one, and these are all like really, really inexpensive. The Jordana, I believe, is $2.50. The one color I got is called Tawny. It's like a retractable, shiny, you know, one of those retractable ones. Like that. Okay. And the ones from Wet n Wild are just your regular pencil. I got like a really, really true red. This one is called Berry Red. And these are the Wet n Wild. Yeah, they're just called cream lip liner. And then the other one I got is a fuchsia called Fab Fuchsia. And these I feel like are a slightly better product. All 3 of them I would say are more dry. They're not real creamy, but you can work with them. I mean, you just have to be a little bit more patient. The color payoff on the Wet n Wild is awesome. color payout on the Jordana, not so much. I mean, like, on the other hand, though, like, the Jordana is a nude, and the Wet n Wild ones are both really intense, but I just feel like you have to work with this even more, and so I was a little disappointed in this, especially because I recall a guru saying that these were, like, amazing, and that, you know, they were a great deal, and that they were way better than buying, you know, any other drugstore brands. So I was, like, more disappointed for that, because I specifically bought it because somebody said it was great, and then I was sad because I didn't like it. And then speaking of Jordana, I also picked up one of their Glitter Rock retractable liner pencils. And, I mean, I don't know why I bought this. I'm probably never going to really wear it. Well, maybe I will. Me and my friends are going to the Bobbi ball next week. Not next week, it's like a month from now. Where basically what it is, it's like in a lounge, this big event space in the West Village that you go to, anyway. And what it is, it's like a dedicated night to David Bowie where everybody like dresses up like David Bowie and we play, you know, they play all this David Bowie music and everybody dances and like it's a cover band and stuff. It's really, really fun. It's like $10 to go. And we're really excited to do like our David Bowie makeup, so maybe I'll use it for that. Okay. I'm actually like halfway done. Yay. No, not yay. I mean, I'll miss you guys. Actually, there's two other lip things I got. One is from Maybelline. It's a lip stain. And I was really disappointed with this, actually, just because, like, I couldn't open it and see what it was really like. And you see the color at the top of on the cap? Like, the color on the cap looks really light. Like, maybe it'd be, like, a nice flesh color. I actually had one like this from NYC. I think it was in Spice something, like Endless Spice, maybe. And I really like the color payoff because it just kind of intensified the natural color of my lips. But this one is like totally just like bright red. And it's really disappointing because you can't wear it for daytime. And I really like to wear lip stain during the day. You know, like just throw a little stain on under your gloss or your chapstick. And it stays on all day. You don't really have to worry about it going, like moving around or anything like that. And it looks nice and fresh and, you know, flushed. And this one, though, because it's so dark, it's just not going to work for me. Although I would probably use this, like, if I was going out for, like, a big night out and I wanted to wear a bright red lip. So what I would do is I would wear, I'd put this on. You know, I'd moisturize my lips and exfoliate them. Then I would put this on and then apply my liner and my lipstick. That way, even if I had, you know, kissed off all my lipstick or drank away all my liner, I would still have some color. And it would help keep everything stay even. But other than that, I probably wouldn't wear it that much. Speaking of things I didn't think I would be wearing that much, but actually I'm in love with this, and I've been wearing this almost every day, is this Covergirl lipstick that I got. I know this is like from a special collection, but I just don't remember what it's called. I'll link it in the comments below. Not link it, but like I'll write it in the comments below with all the other information about this stuff, like pricing wise. This one, but anyway, it's like a Covergirl lipstick. Looks like this. The color is number 340, Enchanted. Isn't that nice? Put this down. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like that. I'm in love with this color. It's so pretty. I have to say that the colors, I bought this because it looked like, I bought this on the recommendation of another YouTube girl. I believe it was Miss Beauty Bitch. She said that this was really good, and she put it in her October favorites, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that. I was also looking for the Revlon lip butters, but I couldn't find those. They didn't have those at my local drugstore. But I really like this lipstick. I was surprised that I would like it so much because I don't know, I'm not like a really big fan of drugstore lipsticks. A lot of drugstore lipsticks make my lips peel, which I hate, or they have like a funny texture to them. I know like a lot of e.l.f. lipsticks are like that. I don't really like those that much. Although today I am wearing e.l.f. lipstick. Go figure. Anyway, the only thing I have to say about this is, like, if you're going to look, they have a lot of colors, and that's great, but I feel like the colors that you see here are not accurate compared to what they look like when you actually take them out. Like, I thought this was going to be much darker and more intense, and it's really more like a fuchsia, like a mauve-y, like dusty rose color, and I thought it was going to be like a really dark, like burgundy. Not that I'm disappointed with that, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to wear this that much, and I'm really, really pleasantly surprised that I can wear this like all the time. But yeah, it's great, and it smells like vanilla, which is awesome. I love vanilla. If you don't like vanilla, it might not be so awesome for you. Okay, so I got one Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I remember Wet n Wild from a long time ago, so I'm like totally dating myself right now. But when I was in middle school, back in like 1996, no, 1998. I was in middle school in 1998. That's when I started to wear makeup, and most of the makeup I wore was Wet n Wild. A lot of makeup I bought was Wet n Wild because basically I got a really, really small allowance, like $5 a week, and that was all I could afford. Like if I wanted to buy a new piece of makeup, I could either save it up for like 2 weeks and buy something from Revlon or L'Oreal, or I could get Wet n Wild right now. Sometimes 2 or 3 things. So obviously that's what I was going for. But I bought one of these palettes on the recommendation of so many YouTubers and Redditors on our makeup addiction who love Wet n Wild palettes. I mean, a lot of people love it, and I can see why. Like, they are really good quality. I was really, really pleasantly surprised, actually. Like, I didn't know if I should expect much. I only paid $5 for it, so I didn't really care if I never wore it. But I have to say the quality of the shadows is really pretty, and this one is the Less palette. And it's half matte shadows, so all these pinks and burgundies down the side are matte, and then these are all shimmer, and they're really pretty. And honestly, I would buy it. Just the last thing that I got, actually it's 2 things I got from the drugstore. One is this Sonia Kashuk eye makeup remover. So I went to Target recently, over the weekend. My boyfriend and I had to go up there. We went to go visit his mother, and then we wanted to go to Target because we had to get some stuff that we wanted to look at, like furniture or something. I don't know. Not that we found anything, but I was really excited to go because I wanted to go get this Sonia Kashuk eye makeup remover. I was so excited to get it because everybody talks about how awesome it is, and I have to say it really is really great. So before I was really using eye makeup remover, I would use like a eye makeup remover cloth sometimes, especially before I go to the gym. I like to take off all my makeup with a cloth. But mostly I just use like sweet almond oil or jojoba oil to remove my eye makeup, which is fine. But over the last few months, like over the last month or so, I've been wearing more eye makeup. And it's not like it doesn't take it all off. It's just that the almond oil gets in your eyes and stuff, and it like irritates my eyes, and it just bothers me a little bit. I just didn't like it. And not that it doesn't hurt your eyes, it just like kind of makes your eyes glassy, and I don't like that. And this Sonia Kashuk eye makeup remover works a lot better just to keep your, it's not greasy like that, but it's very, very gentle, and I haven't noticed that my eyes are, my under eye area or anything like that is getting dry, and it does take your makeup off really well. That being said, I also got this chlorine soothing eye makeup remover recently. It came in my Birchbox yesterday, and I really, really like this too. This is cool, and I would probably, they're about the same price, and I'd maybe buy this next. Although, only because I guess like this might be easier to find, or at least I know I can buy it on Birchbox.com. Like I buy it from Birchbox, and I have like tons of Birchbox points now. And this, I either have to go upstate to go to get, because there's really no Targets in New York City. There's one in Harlem, but it's just like really out of my way. Or I'd have to wait till like I was visiting my boyfriend's mother again and see if she would like hoard them for me. But she probably would do that, but whatever. I'm open to buying both of them. And then the very last thing that I got from the drugstore, and I was so mad because when I went to Target the next day, they had these in like a 2-for-1 pack at the same price that I paid at the regular drugstore, which is why I get so mad about, that's like the thing that makes me so mad about drugstore makeup, is that I know it's cheaper somewhere else, but that I can't get to those places where it's cheap. But I am extremely, extremely happy with this product from L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara. And I think my color is like very black or super black or black noir. I don't know. It's black. And I'll just open the brush up for you and let you see that. So it's like, these very, springy fibers. It's not like a hairy brush. It's more like a plasticky brush. And I love this because it really does a great job of getting onto every single eyelash and just extending them and making them look thicker and glossy which I really, really like. Before that, I was wearing the Falsies by Maybelline, which is like a pretty okay product. I don't like it as much as the Colossal Volume. I think that one is a better product, but I bought this pretty much just for the hype because everyone was saying this one was better. And it is, it's nice, but it's, it makes your eyelashes really, really hard, which is not that nice. And it's very clumpy. It's harder to apply because the brush is like all curved like that. And like, see how like all the clumps? I hate that. Like, that gets me so irritated when you put on mascara, especially like in the morning when you're already tired. Like, I don't want to be picking clumps out of my lashes. But not to say that this isn't that bad. Like, once you get the hang of putting it on, it actually makes your lashes look really thick. This doesn't make your lashes look as thick, especially not for something called Voluminous Million Lashes. It doesn't make them look that thick, but it does make them look nice and long, and it holds a curl all day. So for that, it's a great mascara. And I think that's it. That's everything I got. Oh, wait, no. There's one more thing. This NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. This is the famous Sunny bronzer that everybody says is so awesome. Yeah, why? Why does anybody like this product? I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I just look orange when I put it on. I don't get it. It's just not a good contour color for me. I mean, I like that it's nice and matte, but it's so orange. And my foundation is already on the yellow side, like almost too yellow for me. So I don't know why I bought it, but I bought it pretty much for the hype. Like, everyone was saying it was great, but I'm just disappointed with it. But luckily, I actually got this on sale, so it was only like $2, so I don't feel bad. Maybe I'll give it away. See if one of my girlfriends wants it or something. But yeah, that's it. That's everything. Thanks, guys.